So I guess starting out, like I was always doing some drawing, like growing up and as a kid, from like a really small town in New Jersey, and it's really rural, like lots of farms and woods, and like not much art going on. So like my art world was really small, like all growing up, until I went to college at Bennington. And it really expanded, and I met so many people from so many other places and backgrounds, and really just like everything just like expanded for me. When I first got here to Generator and started like exploring around a little bit, talking to people about my ideas and making blocks on the laser printer, like printing them by hand with a wooden spoon or like something to rub on the paper and apply pressure by hand just wasn't really cutting it. And so like in my first week or two here, actually, some community members helped me build this press, which has been really instrumental in trying to figure out how to do printmaking out of college and without like a printmaking studio to have access to. So that was really huge. Well, the whole reason I applied was mostly because I needed a space. I needed a studio space, but I couldn't afford one on my own. And also knew how much the materials stipend would help me. And it did, like, so much. It was really freeing to be able to, like, not worry so much about budget when I was buying my materials. And then, like, those materials became less precious. And so I was able to, like, experiment with them a little more and, like, play a little more and not worry about having something be, like, super perfect when I made it. And that like led me to discover like more things and connect more pathways, which was really helpful, and I didn't really expect that to happen, but I'm like super glad it did, and I'm trying to like continue that mindset even though the residency is over for me now. And yeah, the space has been huge. Like I had never really had a dedicated studio space to myself in like all of the years that I've been like making art. And so that was just another great way to grow and just to like have my work hanging up on walls or like be able to see it like right there when I walk in instead of like going through a box and like picking it out. Yeah, it's been super helpful to have this space at Generator too, specifically because there's so many other artists and people working in so many different mediums and often different than what I do. And like I come from doing like drawing and printmaking, and it's mostly 2D, like on paper, like on a wall. But being a Generator, so many people work in like more sculpturally in 3 dimensions, and all of the tools here are really like designed for 3-dimensional like physical space work. And so that's also like broadened my mind a little bit, and I've started thinking about things more sculpturally. Yeah, Generator's also been supportive to me in just like figuring out how to make things happen, like in and out of the residency, really. Like the press is a prime example of that. But yeah, just like anyone I can approach and be like, hey, I have this idea, but I'm not really sure how to realize it. And like everyone is so like open and willing to help. And I'm really grateful that like I was already part of this community when I started the residency, but for someone who might be like coming in from the outside, like as much community involvement as they can get would definitely be beneficial, I think. And yeah, just to any like future residents, definitely like take advantage of what is being given to you, like the materials stipend, like use all of it. The tool training credits, like even if you're not sure how the tool might help you, if it's like interesting to you, like it could play a part in your work, and like you have this stipend to use, so like definitely use it. And it's also a great way to like make more connections with other people that might also be in the class or might be working in that shop. I think for any artists that are out there who are like just starting or maybe even don't consider themselves an artist but like maybe could be, I would say definitely apply. Like it's a free application. It's not super complicated. And even just like writing about your work will help you when you like keep doing your work. And yeah, who knows, you could get it and get like all of these great benefits, the studio space here, the materials, the training credits, just like being part of this community with other makers. So yeah, I would definitely encourage people to apply, unsure or not. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.